Who's AFK?
He's our clean. Dang it.
Well, he never talks anyway, so... By the way, Brady, I told Stu in chat, but Kurt is the kind of GM to kill off a character to prove a point. So if you have not thought of a backup character by now, you might want to, since you're about to go into a dungeon.
Yeah, I know. I'm working on one, but I don't know if I'll apply it to this playthrough or not.
I missed that. My wife was yelling at me. What?
I said, I know I'm working on one, but I don't know if I'll apply it to this playthrough or not.
Okay. My character would be Kenshiro from Fist of the Northern Star.
I just have to make Prentice last until 5.
So you're saying kill Princess now? Gotcha.
Don't you dare. I will make another character as a stopgap. I will.
No. He's saying kill Prentice right at, like, 50 XP points below 5.
Ah.
That's what he's saying.
I will still make a stopgap character just to last until level 5.
Get to level 5, commits ritual seppuku.
Yup.
Oh, I remember why. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he has to last to level 5, dude. Come on. It's a surprise, Brady.
God fucking damn it. Really?
Well, a couple of those words are right. I'm looking forward to this.
I'm not.
That build I was working on like 2 nights ago. Figured out a way to negate the -2 penalty.
Oh, how?
Using an effortless lace on the weapon.
I did see that this weekend.
Effortless lace is a really good item. I have a concept going around for a different type of monk. I've built it out to level 6 right now using level 6 WBL. And it's flurrying with a oversized guided temple sword +1. At +9, +9, +4, dealing 2d6 +14 points of damage per hit.
Oh, Kurt.
Alright guys, I'll be right back.
I changed up my, I added slumber.
Oh, on your witch build that you're working on?
Yeah, because I found something... Okay. I found something that is going to be amazing. And it's not just a coup de grace. You should still have the link to it.
Yeah. I'll look at it.
Yeah. I have it planned.
I will be...
Good.
Yeah, I'll be right back while Sean is away, and then hopefully when I get back he'll be back, and we will be able to go.
Yep.
So BRB.
Oh, by the way, Kurt, real quick before the game actually starts.
Kurt just left.
Damn.
He left probably...
He left because you were gone.
Yeah, he left because you were gone. He left probably like 4 seconds before you arrived. If that.
Well, damn.
Sean, what do you think about me playing a Kenshiro build? This is a star.
You better be making the proper sound effects.
What? You're gonna make
Now
me
the
choke.
question is, are you gonna base them? You gonna base them off of the anime or the crappy 1980s live-action movie?
Anime, duh.
Okay.
Alright, is everyone here?
I do believe so.
Hold on, I gotta
Yep.
post a video.
Yep.
There, then I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I had a question about switching deities.
Switching deities.
Well, I found one that's more appropriate for Prentice, and since that was pretty much a flavor thing, I was going to ask if there would be a problem with it, but I can't.
Is it still within 1 step of your alignment?
I think so, yes.
I mean, you'll need to decide it, like, quickly, like very quickly if you're going to do it. I'll give you 5 minutes.
Alright, because I know he's one of the Imperial Lords.
Okay. And just update your character sheet with it. Since your religion of you haven't came into play, so yeah. we'll be
That's why I was asking.
Yeah, Sean, screw you.
fine. Okay. So, recap of the last session. What did you do?
I honestly don't remember.
Same here.
Well,
Studied.
what we did was, we studied, like Stu just said. We investigated the sheriff's hotties for the hottie. She read our hero cards as a result. Purple Boy is now turquoise hair colored and goes meow. I've had a little too much to drink. Now we're at the front of Harrowstone.
We're headed for, we're not out in front of.
You're about to leave. Yeah. You're about to leave for Harrowstone. Y'all didn't actually leave the town.
Oh, fine. We're about to head out.
Yeah, I think we were in the courtyard, weren't we?
You were in the courtyard.
You're just showing us where we're going to be. We're not actually there.
Woo!
Alright. So yes, you're in the courtyard and you were about to leave for Harrow. Is anyone going to do anything else in town before you head?
Meow.
Yeah, I want to swing by the blacksmith.
Okay.
I was fixing to say, is it straight east or is it southwest? I mean, east.
Straight south of you. Alright, so you walk in the shop and everything looks a little short in this shop. All the tables, all the chairs, the counter, it's all kind of going up to your waist, you know, not quite as tall as they would normally go. And you see a dwarf working on an anvil in the back, and the bell chirps and she turns to you. Hi, what can I do for you?
Yeah, I would like to buy a dagger if you have any.
Oi, what kind of dagger? We have simple daggers, nicer daggers, magical daggers. What you want?
Mostly standard, but what's your prices on the magical ones?
Well, you see, I have 3 daggers here in stock, and she lays them in front of you. Oh, looks at this one's a very simple magical one. We're looking at 1,000. Hang on, nope, nope, nope. 2,315 gold pieces. She points to a ornate dagger beside it. This one isn't magical, but very nice. Let me get you the exact price of it. It's gonna be 300 something. This one's 302 GP. And then she points to a very plain one. Well, and this is for the simple townsfolk, yeah? 2 gold pieces for this one. It's a very kind of simple, crude dagger.
I think I'll take the simple crude dagger. The rest are a little out of my price range.
Well, if you decide you want to spend more later, feel free to. And she picks up the 2 GP dagger, hands it over to you.
Excuse me, miss. I'm interested in any long swords.
My selection is very similar to what we have in dagger. Now, of course, a long sword is slightly more expensive than a dagger, but the prices you can find are similar. And she goes back and kind of pulls out the same array of weaponry. One fairly simple long sword, one, nicer looking one but not magical, and one very light magical one.
And how much for the middle tier?
Well, the middle tier would be 315 gold. Very fine
little
quality,
rich for
dwarven quality.
I'm sure it looks very nice, but it's a little outside my price range. Thank you, miss.
Not a problem. If you wish, come back by any time. I very rarely get to sell items like this. Most of the town folk wouldn't have a need for 'em. But you look like a man who might eventually need a sword of this nature.
You can be sure of that. I'm sure I'll be a good customer in the future.
She nods to you. Well, have a great day. I have work I got to get to. And she goes back to the back of the shop and starts pounding on it. Okay. Are you just standing there awestruck by the dwarf forgings are?
That I am.
The elf is having a lesbian fantasy.
Lesbian dwarf fantasies.
Whelps are a thing.
Yeah, yeah.
They're called
Question.
hobbits.
On the damage on the dagger, it says, I guess one's small, one's medium, one's a D3, one's a D4. What's the difference?
Yep. You'll have a medium dagger because you're a medium-sized character. It'd be D4, 1d4. That would be 1d4 plus your strength modifier for damage. And your attack roll, of course, is going to be based off dex, like your rapier, since you have weapon finesse. And when you 2-weapon fighting, you'll take a -2 on both attack rolls, since your offhand would be a light weapon.
Isn't it 0 -2 of the light weapon?
-2 on both rolls with a light weapon.
How do you get to 0 -2? I thought you could.
You can.
Or is that the improved and greater feat?
Nope. Improved and greater give you more attack. At a -5 and a -10.
Oh, I see. Okay. I think in D&D and other variations it could be brought to a 0 and -2.
Ah.
Difference in rules in my mind, sorry. Happens when you go from one system to the next.
Yep.
Right. Harrowstone?
Sounds good.
Shall we sing a dwarven marching song? How does he go? Goes something like march, 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 march.
I was thinking more like fa la la. It's off to hell we go.
Or some beer song. They are dwarves after all. Drunkards.
And Prentice is behind everybody going, I mustn't run away. I mustn't run away. I mustn't run away.
Okay, Sin. Alright, so it takes you about 30 minutes. Let's say it takes you about 45 minutes to get here the first time, because you're kind of taking your time exploring on the way there. You've never been here before. So it takes you about 45 minutes to get to Harrowstone. And you approach, you can see this large looming building back behind a basically retaining wall with watchtowers, and there's a large metal gate in front of you that is slightly cracked open.
Right. So, I'm willing to bet there are ghosts here. Halthorpe, you sense any evil?
Let me check. Do I?
When you use Detect Evil, you just get like an overwhelming light of evil, like the glowing aura, and it kind of subsides after a bit after you get used to it, but you can get a sense that everything in this area has been tainted.
Yep, everything's evil.
Great. Just what we needed.
That tree is evil. Pretty sure that
By the
rock is
way,
evil.
I moved to bear form, in case you didn't notice.
See that?
Yep.
Do I smell anything?
Evil.
Not really. It smells like outside. You
Like
smell
more
some
evil?
grass. You smell grass and clean air.
You smell evil grass.
Smells quite nice, actually. Right, so who wants point?
Not me.
Well, I can do that.
I'll take point.
Alright. Zarkleen, you take point. Hellthorpe, you stay a few steps behind her, kind of staggered. And I'll take up the middle. Valorant, you come behind me. Or maybe Prentice should. How are you holding up, Prentice?
I don't know. How am I holding up?
You look like you're shaking.
Didn't even notice.
Are you okay? You want to be in the back or in the middle?
Either way, I'll probably die just as fast.
Do you want to be near the paladin?
Doesn't matter.
Alright, well, we should scout around a little bit.
Yep, it does have Aura of Courage on at all times.
He's like a security blanket.
I can click on myself to move myself.
Try.
Well, so we go through the gate.
Can I do some perceptions as I go?
I can't control. Wait, no, there we go.
Everyone can move your toe.
Yep.
Alright, as you get to the gate, I'm going to give you a description. A sagging wooden metal gate set between a pair of stone guard towers once barred the entrance into Harrowstone. The gate now hangs negligently open, creaking softly in the soft wind that blows through.
So, should we go through the front gate, or to the right appeared to have been broken down?
Yeah, if you look over this way, it's very heavily rubbled over that way. You could climb over it, but it would take some effort.
Was the gate just open?
Yeah, the gate is open. Like, it's kind of not fully open. It's kind of like just creaked open a little bit.
I
Well,
say
I
front
think we
gate.
should be fine. I go through the gate.
Alright, everyone free. Alright, Hellfort, make a will save for.
Great.
Alright. So, as you pass through the gate, you feel like you're on fire. Like this burning pain comes over. Let me get you all the. So, it's one of those where it burns and you feel kind of, a little perturbed by it, but otherwise it really doesn't do very much to you. But after a minute or so, it subsides. Zarkleen, you're gonna have to make the same save as well. So make me a will save.
Should everyone just prepare it?
Yeah, everyone could go ahead and make their will save, because when they cross through the gate, they'll feel this effect. Zarkleen, you feel fine. You just walk through and nothing seems to even affect. Ash, when you walk through, you feel like you're on fire for about a minute or so, and it's very unsettling. Prentice, you walk through the gate and nothing seems anything odd about it. Same for you, Valor.
Well, that was disturbing.
I feel like I was on fire.
Meow.
Okay, so maybe we should talk about this before we go any further. In the event that I die, bury my body, take my belongings, do with what you will, but if anyone ever joins you who's willing to help in your cause, give them my share from the professor's will. But burn my body.
Nah.
I won't come back as a zombie. Burn my body.
The mysterious stranger who shows up one day after you die and perfectly fits into our group.
Hey, if they're willing to help, take it.
You know, I've heard stories of adventurers that die and are mysteriously replaced one day later. Never seen it actually happen, though.
You want to test it out? You can go first.
No, thank you.
Just saying, living will, you all know what I want.
You want to be buried with...
No, no, no. Burn my corpse. Save my belongings, use them what you want to do with. Keep Sparky.
Sparky.
Don't sell Sparky. I let my own torch out. It's a floating ion stone that glows.
Yes.
Don't sell Sparky.
So your will is...
This
to
giant bear is over you with this little glowing stone yelling at you to don't sell Sparky.
So your will is to be cut up into little pieces, donated to science, and...
No. No. I slap him. Burn my corpse.
Will
Take my
save.
belongings.
Will save.
Don't sell Sparky.
To not be slapped. To dodge out of the way.
That'd be a reflex.
Reflex, fine. Let me see.
We'd be flat-footed anyway.
Yeah.
What do I roll? D20 plus my
Actually,
REF? No?
Actually, no, you would if we actually want to do this,
Yeah?
Ash, make me a melee attack. It'll go against your flat-footed AC valve.
I gotta check the brass. I'll be right back.
Okay.
We've done this once before. We'll go around and round in circles.
Well, that's shitty.
So, yeah, you go to slap Valorant and he just kind of sidesteps out the way.
I take off his turquoise hair in the process. Pretty boy.
Bullshit.
Anywho's, just saying, things could happen. They're a ghost.
Well, very well, Ash. I will honor your burial requests.
Thank you.
you know,
Right.
immolation request.
Does anyone else have a similar request? You know, before any of us die?
I would say donate my belongings to the church.
Hey.
Alright. Your belongings go to a church, you get split up among us, and your ashes go to Evelyn. Valerie gets nothing. Dick.
She will raise him back from the dead. I swear.
He'll be ashes. He'll be ashes. You can't do it.
No, no. You keep anything that was me or related to me away from that little creature.
She'll use you as her lipstick.
I don't want that.
Cut my head off,
Anywho's.
stick it on a stake, use it to scare the shit out of the townspeople, and my stuff goes
Hand your
to...
corpse to Evelyn.
That'll work. That'll work just fine. And give my stuff to a future adventurer who may be similar to me in some fashion.
There's more than one of you? That's scary.
Maybe.
Yes, triplets.
I feel sorry for his mom then.
Zarkleen, is there anything you want done in case you die?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm gonna take your stuff then, okay?
It's first come, first serve. I'm getting
That's
to
fine.
it. If I get to it first, I'm gonna take some shit.
Let's see a house over there. I'm gonna go look at it.
Yes, as y'all were discussing, you begin to hearing some faint piano music playing.
Oh, I thought it was just music because we were discussing our wills.
No.
I thought it was coming from my wife in the background. Where's it coming from?
It's coming from this house over here.
How appropriate.
Right, as you get close, the music gets louder as you're getting close. As you approach this, this small brick manor is overgrown with thick sheets of ivy. The roof sags ominously, and the front door hangs askew. And
I
you
knock
can tell
on the
the
door.
music is coming from inside. You get no response.
I tried the
Can we
doorknob.
say anything through the askew door?
You can make me a perception check.
There is no door. It's only an illusion.
You could... Well, you go to peek through the door and you kind of hit your head on the door, so you don't really see much, but you could tell it's used to be a house and there's some furniture inside. Hellforth, you don't see much more. You could kind of look in and you can see that it hasn't been used in a while. There's furniture there, cobwebs going all over it.
Is there any, never mind.
To us.
As you see that the roof of this building looks a little suspect. I mean, this building looks like it's been abandoned for probably 50 years or so, and it is not in the best condition.
I'm gonna roll knowledge engineering and get some information on this roof.
Okay. It looks perfectly safe to you. It looks a little suspect, but you think it's good.
I'm gonna go on a limb here and say on my screen I saw a 7 and not a 1 on the dice that rolled. The 3D dice.
The chat log says it's a 1.
I know. But the 3D dice that went around my screen had a 7 on it. I don't know what the screen says, but I was letting you know. The dice lied to me. Well, this seems suspect. I'm gonna take a closer look at it.
As you look at it again, you think, yeah, this roof might fall down if significant enough things happen to vibrate it. But you feel that it's been standing for this long, it's in no immediate risk of falling.
So, this roof, if we get too rowdy, could probably collapse and kill us. But it's been here a while, so it's probably safe so long as you don't get too rambunctious inside. If you want to go in.
Nope.
Noted.
The music
I try
continues
the
to play.
doorknob.
The door opens easily. It has a long, loud creak as it opens.
Of course. Guess I'm gonna go in.
Alright. You step in, and the room you step in looks to be kind of like a social area. There's some chairs, there's a coffee table, that sort of deal. It's all very worn down and in very poor condition. It's been kind of exposed to the elements for the past 50 years, as you would expect it would look.
I want to use detect evil around the room.
Alright, let's see. So, back kind of in this spire area through the wall, you get a sense of an evil presence. And so there's a door right here that leads to another room off of this living room.
Can I see into the
evil presence?
Can I see into the spire, or is that a separate room?
It's a separate room. You can kind of, because since evil will go through walls, you can sense that the evil is in that room, but you can't actually see it with your own eyes. You can just see the aura.
Alright, I'll go into the adjacent room.
Alright. You walk into that room, there's a bed, there's a piano, and the moment you step in the room, the music stops.
Do I see the source of the evil I was detecting?
Yeah, when you're detecting evil, the entire piano is glowing with a faint aura. Brady, hang on. Y'all are gonna need to roll initiative because Brady went and wandered where some monsters were.
How do I crit fail initiative?
So Brady, as you walked over by this lake area, these 3 skeletons started crawling out of the lake towards you.
Oh shit. Oh shit. So I turn around and how far?
Well, you're gonna be in initiative, so we're gonna have to do it based on the initiative order.
Well, it's Ash and me tied.
All right. So yeah. Initiative begins. Valrin, you are up.
Oh shit. Oh shit. How far can I run? I can't remember.
Does he yell?
Yes, I'm like screaming at the top of my lungs. Oh god! Guys! Guys! And I'm trying to, again, figure out how far I can
For
run.
a full movement action, you can go 120 feet as a full run, doing nothing else.
Any penalties to that? Like,
Mm-mm.
okay.
You won't be able to do anything else, but yeah, you could do that.
Right there.
Alright, move.
Guys! Guys! There's some shit down at the lake.
And, everyone can... Zar, did you walk into the house? He went AFK, didn't he? Yeah, he's in the house. So, Hellthorpe and Zarkleen are gonna need to make perception checks to see if they hear Valorant.
What'd you see?
It looked to be something undead, maybe a skeleton.
Zar, make me a perception check to see if you hear Valrin yelling. Yeah, you hear Valrin yelling. Hellthorpe, you did not hear him. Alright, and it is your go, Ash.
I tell Prentice to stay with Hellthorpe. And I'm gonna move.
Wait, I gotta go inside the house. That's
No,
not cool.
stay here. My run says 80.
Okay.
How do you tell how far you can run? I can't remember.
It's on your
character.
main page. So going 70 feet instead of a full run, can I do anything after that? Instead of go the full speed?
Nope. If you go over your normal move, whenever you basically, yeah. So you have the move and then run maneuver. Move, you can go and do a standard action still. Anything above that is going to take up your whole turn.
I move there. What do I see?
You see some skeletons dripping with kind of a murky water dripping off of.
Can I roll a knowledge religion check?
You can. Well, they look like reanimated skeletons to you. That's about all you know.
I yell, yeah, we got 3 skeletons, alright. Get the paladin!
Since there's another yell going on, Hellthorpe, you can make me another perception check. You heard him. You heard some yelling in the distance that time. You couldn't quite make out what it said, but you heard some commotion.
Alright. Is it my turn?
It is, however, something else is going to happen. Go ahead and tell me what you're doing, and I'll describe how this is going to happen, based on.
Well, as I
out.
Right, right. As I hear the yell, I turn around and head back for the living room, and then outside the house.
Alright, so once you leave the room that the piano music begins to play. It's a different song this time. And Zarkleen, make me a reflex save.
Oh, God.
Hey, Dane, reflex save.
I'm working on it.
Ah, okay. I did. Alright, you're going. This door right beside you is going to slam shut. Are you going to roll into the house or out of the house? Since you made the reflex save.
I guess I don't want to leave him alone, so I guess I'll roll inside.
Okay. So you roll inside the house. As Hellthorpe, you're coming out of this room. This music plays, and the door that Zarkleen was at just slams shut. And as the music starts picking up, the house begins to shake a little. And you have the rest of your action.
Is there a window next to me?
There's a small window, though you don't think you could fit through it.
There's no other way but the door we came in through?
Yes, that'd be the windows in this house are fairly small, so you'd have to go through the door to get out.
Zarkleen, work on the door. I'll see if I can put an end to this. And I move back into the other room.
Okay. And we'll count that as your turn because you kind of move back and forth from all that.
Right.
Alright, the skeletons are going to creep forward at their full speed. And that's all they can do. Zarkleen.
I guess I'm try to bash the door open, I guess.
Okay. You'll need to make a strength check for me.
One second, I can't type.
Okay. Okay. Was that your strength check, Dane?
Yep.
Alright, so you slam into the door and it doesn't budge. And as you do that, you, some dust and, you know, basically a few pieces of small wood and some dust, like, falls down from the ceiling. Let's see, you still have a move action. You can, actually yeah, you can do one other thing this turn, Zara.
Do the walls look as sturdy as the door?
The walls are in better shape than the door itself. The door itself is not a very strong door, you can tell, but it felt like something was pushing against it whenever you tried to push against it.
Are the hinges on the inside?
The hinges would be on the inside.
Okay, I'll might work on them next round.
Okay.
Does he get a standard action too?
Yeah, you get a standard act.
You could attack it or try to pry him.
I'll try to attack it then.
Okay. Alright, so make an attack roll. Alright, you hit the door. So you stab into the door with your rapier. Or are you going with Alright, but it doesn't seem to do very much to it. Like, you kinda poke it and your rapier stabs into it, and, you know, you pull it out and it didn't seem to affect the door at all. And some more dust falls down from the roof.
Okay, I guess can I do my dagger attack too?
You can only do a like with both arms whenever you were doing a full attack act. So you can't
Gotcha.
take a move action. Yep. Prentice. The door that's kind of near you to this house just slammed shut. And you could hear Czar trying to slam against it.
Did the door open inwards or outwards when people walked in?
It would have opened inwards, so it kind of slammed. So it wasn't near you, per se, when it shut.
Okay, well, I was told to stick close to the paladin, so I'm gonna try to open the door with my mace.
Okay. So you're gonna try to bash the door down.
Yes.
Okay.
That would be the attack roll.
You hit it. It's pretty easy to hit a door.
It's not like the side of a barn.
Alright, your mace crashes into it, and a small piece of the door cracks off, and you can see Czar on the other side. But it did not break the door down.
Okay. Well,
Think of it kind of like Jack Nicholson in Shine. You popped out a board
Kinda.
of it.
figured.
Alright, Valrin.
Damn it, Ash, don't run towards them without me. And so, again, run, but I'm gonna be, like, give me 1 second to figure out exactly where I want to go.
This is the top of the...
Huh? Right there. Which would have
Just rolling
been...
a dice for you guys.
Would have been at 50 feet, so it would have been a full run movement.
Alright.
Gotta check the rest again.
Okay.
Well, my turn then.
Ash. Yep, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna shoot the first skeleton, I suppose. Because am I aware of what's going on back at the house?
You can make me a perception check. You definitely did notice the change in music, however. Yeah, you're pretty aware that you heard the door slam shut as well. And kind of caught in the corner of your eye, Prentice trying to knock the door down.
Well, I grunt to Valor, who just ran up, that they're trapped in the house. And I feel a bad omen over it. Shit. Well, I can't do anything around there now, but if I shoot the skeletons, I can do something. Is this a 10-foot grid? Each square?
Yes, it's a 10-foot grid.
Okay. So what I'm saying is I can't take a 5-foot step back and shoot a skeleton.
We could say you do, but I mean, it's not going to change the grid position.
And then next time I take another 5-foot step, I'll be in the next grid behind me.
Yeah.
Alright, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack the one closest to us.
Okay. Make your roll. Alright, you hit, and you're using a blunt arrow, you said?
I am.
Okay.
Damn.
Well, you shoot your arrow, and it crashes through the skull of that skeleton, and it falls down.
What?
Just a low CR skeleton.
4 hit points?
You took off all the
CR
skeletons out of the turn order.
Oh, I did. Oops, hang on. I did the wrong thing. Okay. Hell for it. Make me a perception check.
Damn.
Even with a perception that low, you got a glimpse of the roof, and it is shaking very violently. You feel like it could fall down any second.
Hear me,
Vibrations
spirit.
from the music.
I'm here to lay your soul to rest, and everyone else in this foul place. What's the state of the piano?
As you say that, it starts playing louder and more intensely.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the piano.
You're gonna smite evil?
Okay, you're going to attack the piano. Okay, you can make me attack. Yeah, D&D out of context for real.
Disregard this. I kept hitting enter to type, but it kept rolling things. I'm sorry.
Alright. Well, it is a stationary object, so you do hit it. So you slam your sword into this piano, roll your damage. It does not seem. I mean, you hit it and your sword cuts into the piano, but it doesn't affect it really. It keeps playing, but you could tell you damaged the piano itself some. It's playing a little off key now. Okay. You gonna do anything else this round? You still have a move action left.
Good any strength check to damage the piano too?
Not really. I mean, it would basically be trying to sunder an object, which would be a combat maneuver type with your attack
Okay.
for sundering.
I think I'll just end my turn here.
Okay. The skeletons are going to move forward. They're 30 feet, lumbering towards you. Okay. Zarkling.
I'm try to strength check the door again.
Alright, the roof is shaking very intensely above your head. Alright, you slam into the door and it doesn't budge at all.
I guess I'm gonna try to attack it again.
Alright. Alright, so you stab into the door and so a few splinters come off, but you don't seem to affect its structure. Prentice, you saw Czar push against the door and not be able to do anything, and out of frustration stabbed it, but it didn't seem anywhere as effective as your mace at smashing down this door.
I'm gonna attack it again, except I'm doing two hands this time.
Okay. Alright, so you hit it and you knock down actually almost most of the top half of the door this time. So now there's really only a bottom half of the door. So it'd be
You
pretty
try to
easy
climb out.
However, y'all did see that dice that I rolled. That was how long for the roof to collapse. So I'm going to have to roll the damage, and then you can reflex for half, both health, Orp, and Czar.
Brady, I blame you.
No, don't mess with evil houses.
God damn it, Brady.
All right. So as you knock down this last piece of the door, the roof kind of gives, Prentice.
The door was
and
its only support.
collapses, and the music stops. Where's my music so I can stop?
Sean, you took out the only support of the entire building.
Yeah. So the building collapses. Czar and Hellthorpe can make a reflex save. Alright. You are both going to be able to make the reflex save, so you're going to take half damage of that. So both of you will take 9 damage. Czar, you saw this door get knocked down, and you just bolt and jump through it, and as you do, the roof falls and kind of collects your legs and hurts you a bit, but you tumble out. Health 4. So the music stops and the roof falls on top of you, and you manage to dodge the largest beams, and you're kind of standing there in the middle of the rubble, and you can see Prentice and Czar, I guess, looking at you in the ruins of this house. I believe you survived that with only taking 9 points of damage easily. And
Yep.
And Valrin, you're up.
Should I move there? I would be able to
Don't
attack.
block my line of sight.
Should I see? Should I move there? Would I be able to attack him?
No.
Yeah.
No?
Well,
Well, it's 10 feet, right?
it is, but I mean, he could move his 30 feet and say he's adjacent, you know, with
Yeah.
this being a 10-foot square map. So yeah, if he moves there, he'll be able to attack because it's still less than 30 feet to get to.
Will I be able to do my full round?
No, you'll only be able to do
My kick.
your normal attack.
Okay. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not blocking line of sight.
And you
I miss.
you missed.
Oh, great.
You pretty much rolled base AC there.
Yep.
Oh, I'm going to attack and then go piss. Out of character.
Okay.
You should piss on the dead
I
skeleton.
thought Ash was about to piss himself.
No. I'm going to shoot one directly in front of me.
Okay. Possible
Fuck
critical.
yeah! So 2 damage rolls?
Roll to you have to confirm the critical. So roll
Aww.
that same attack again to see if you
Yeah!
confirm critical. So roll your damage roll like
Holy!
18 points of
And-
damage.
you don't know that yet. You roll your damage once and I use a crit gen.
Oh, that's how you're doing it? You're not doing it times 2?
Most of them are ×2, but other effects as well.
Well, the first roll would have been that roll. No,
Yeah,
it's from the
so
second one,
when-
assuming it's time 2.
Nope. You roll one damage dice for me when you critical, and then the modifier is going to happen based on the generator.
Alright, well, the first roll would have been that one, so assuming times 2 and rolling twice, like the rules I read said.
And you're using a longbow, so it's a ×3 anyway, by default.
That's right. So, do your thing.
It doesn't exactly matter because you're going to kill it even with your normal damage roll, but the one you.
I just want to know.
It's for style
Alright.
points.
Yep. So you got a generator called momentum, so you get your normal crit damage. So you're gonna get your ×3 modifier. So you rolled an 11. So no, you don't roll again. Your dice is just multiplied. So you did 33 points of damage to it.
Really? Wow, okay.
Yep.
33 points of damage. I think it should go through it and take out the no one behind it.
Well, you got this thing called momentum, and you'll have a +2 on your attack rolls for the next one round. Yeah,
Okay.
you got infused by how well you hit that.
I have the
The
tiger.
arrow flies out your bow and goes straight between the eyes of the skeleton and knocks the head clean off.
Boom. Headshot.
Shattered into many pieces as it was falling.
Alright, well, I'll be RIB.
Alright. Hellthorpe, you're standing in the midst of a rubble, and the piano is now crushed and stopped playing music anymore.
Alright, well, I guess I'll join the fray.
Alright.
I still can't move my token.
You should be able to. It says you can.
Oh, my bad, I had it on ruler.
Ah. so, Princess and Czar, you just see Helthorpe standing in the ruins, kind of looks down, brushes himself off, and just starts jaunting towards the skeleton.
I'm gonna use lay hands on myself too.
Okay, go ahead, roll your lay on hand. I think that's is it 1d8 right now or 1d6 right now?
1d6 for every 2 levels.
Yep, I think at level 4 it goes up to 2d6. So yeah, all right. So you heal yourself for. All right, the skeletons. This one's gonna come up and gonna swing at you, Valorant, with his shitty. He swings and misses you by a mile. Zarkly.
Alright.
Alright, that's all you're doing this round.
Yep.
Princess, this house collapsed. And they're leaving you all alone beside it now.
I was told to stay with Paladin.
Alright.
Security blanket.
I killed the door.
You killed the house.
Valorant, you will be able to full attack this round. That's a.
And that should be a kill.
And yep, so you go and you kick this thing and you kind of kick it right in the spine and it crumbles into 2 different skeleton halves.
Multiplying skeletons.
And you are out of initiative.
Woo!
Can I recover my arrows?
They're not durable arrows, right?
Yeah, it's a chance. Except I blew through the skeletons, probably not.
Yeah, I would say no. Oh, those are just some base skeletons. Y'all haven't seen that yet.
Damn it.
Oh man, y'all don't know that joke. Y'all don't know that joke.
I've heard about it.
Skeletons with cannons right hands that cause you to turn inside out when they touch you are deadly.
Yep.
Kurt found out the hard way.
Oh god.
Anybody need
Alright.
some healing?
Yes, sir.
I look at Halethorpe and I'm like, what the hell happened to you?
Possessed piano. These things happen.
Damn.
Meanwhile, Valorant here went off by himself and attracted a trio of weak skeletons.
I'm gonna cast Cure Light Wounds on Zarkleen.
Oh well.
Oh, okay.
We took them, we disposed of them relatively easily.
We also could have helped him get out of the house sooner. If you had not been skimping around looking for, skeletons to play with. Worse than Eve.
Well, I mean, why would you go into a house that's apparently haunted?
Diplomacy checks.
Huh?
Out of character comment, sorry. Well, maybe he
This
wanted
Anyone
to go
else?
figure out if he could, exorcise a ghost. I didn't
I
go in the
mean,
house. It was structurally sound.
if you've got cure light wounds to spare, that's fine. But I've also got lay hands, so I don't really need it.
Too late.
Alright, so you get healed for 7.
From now on, no one goes anywhere by themselves.
We'll see.
I will leave you next time.
I already ran back to you. I was going to draw them over anyway, either way.
Well, this is why we're here, to purify the place.
I suppose you're right. Okay. Let's just be more careful, guys. That was a close call.
Note, if we hear music, check before you, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Is there anything we can salvage from that house? Or is it all rubble now?
It's pretty much all rubble now.
Alright.
You could go over and take a perception check.
I want to inspect what's left of the piano.
Alright.
I don't know.
Alright, Zarkleen, as you're sifting through the rubble, you and Princess actually come across the same thing at the same time. You see this little sign that was hanging, on the side of the house, you would guess. That says on the side of it, the Hulkrins.
So this was the warden's house.
Yeah.
Awesome.
As you look more at the piano, it now just seems like a normal piano, and it has a nice big gash in it from where you cut into it with your sword. But otherwise, it seems like a normal old piano now. Nothing too terribly special with it. There was a faint evil aura when you first looked at it with your detect evil, but it has since went away.
I want to see if I can extract a piano wire as a souvenir.
Okay. Yeah, do you have a craft check of any sort?
I have craft weapon.
Yeah, well, I'll allow that. You make me a craft weapon check to see if you can pull out a piece of piano wire from it. I mean, it's gonna be a similar skill set. You're gonna have to be careful with tension, so I'm gonna make you make a skill roll. It takes you a bit of time, and there's that, one point where you're almost certain it's gonna snap and pop you, but it doesn't, and you manage to get one of the wires out.
Cool.
Do I know whose house this is? Did they tell me?
It's
I
the
don't think
warden's
they've
house.
told you unless
No?
they said it.
I've been operating under the assumption that if I find something out, I share it with the party.
Alright, that worked.
So, you mean to tell me the ghost of the warden's wife went homicidal on you but failed? Alright, well, she's probably really pissed. I can understand that. She gone?
As far as I can tell,
May
there's
she
no
rest
evil
in
aura in
peace.
the piano anymore.
Well, perhaps the last little fit of burst of anger helped her find absolution. Or something. She's not there anymore, that's what matters. Shall we go into the prison proper?
Let's go.
Time check. What time of day is it? Can I tell?
Oh, yes, it's... by the time you got here, it's probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It's probably about 2:30. You do notice it's slightly odd. The closer you walk to the prison, the darker it gets. And as you walk away from the prison, it gets lighter.
I don't like this.
And you can all make me a perception check, too. Oh, y'all are all eagle. So, as you walk up toward along this wall, really kind of around where Hellthorpe is standing, there's a bunch of... It catches your eye. There's a area where the ivy has been cleared off along the edges of the foundation of the building. And it looks like that's been done pretty recently.
Hold on now, I gotta look at that.
I use detect evil.
It has a very faint glow, but it's it's fading fast.
Do I see any tracks?
Let's see. You see some human footprints, kind of, go up to where those runes are. It looks like there's some knee prints down it, or where the ivy is, I should. And upon further inspection of that area, you actually see what looks like some runes carved into the wall.
I see some runes here. Prentice, you wanna come look at this?
Yeah, sure, I'll take.
Alright. Anyone here speak Varisi?
I know Chilaxian.
Nope.
Alright, so, Princess, you get there and you look at it, and there's basically what appears to be a bunch of, what appears to be like arcane, runes and glyphs. And if you look at them more closely, you can tell there's basically dried, caked-on blood all over top of all of them. Like someone has smeared blood across them in a part of a ritual of some form.
Can I make a knowledge arcana?
Okay.
Yeah.
Q.
How about a linguistics check?
You can do a linguistic check, try to figure out what they say.
I know nothing.
I might know something.
Ash, it doesn't. That's not very apparent on what it is. It's a strange language to you.
That was a linguistics check.
Prentice, let's see, you're able to figure out kind of what they you can make out that it is a name that has been written over and over and over, and you think part of it says Hulk, but you're not sure about the rest.
Does mine do anything different?
Let's see your Arcana.
My 22 Arcana.
That's gonna get you different information, but yeah. I have to pull up the actual information on what it gives. Alright, you're not sure what the nature of the runes are, other than the symbology of them is very much of a necromantic aura. So, basically you know that these are necromantic glyphs that are alongside the words written in these runes.
I tell everyone else.
Okay, I am going to pull out my journal and write down the runes so I can take them back and find someone, see if they can translate.
Alright. The apprentice takes a few minutes and he's jotting notes and copying these runes.
I think we should destroy these runes once he gets done. I assume he gets done copying the runes and re-destroy the runes on the wall.
Okay, how are you going to destroy them? Because they are kind of carved into the wall.
Bash him with a mace.
Prentice.
I guess I'm apparently the demolitions expert.
Okay.
It's quicker than
So
striking him out with a knife.
You're going to bash the wall with the runes on it with your mace.
I'm stepping back.
If this kills me or destroys my weapon, you will owe me a casket, still owe me a bottle of wine, and if I survive, you'll owe me a new mace.
That's cool.
One hand or two hand?
Do a flip.
Princess, make me a perception check before you do that.
Okay, ignore that roll then.
I'll go ahead and take that roll, but this is the perception you're doing. You notice up here, kind of along the wall, are these stone gargoyles. And one of them is missing, and there's kind of rubble of it down on the ground.
Oh shit.
Stop, pause, share the news with everyone else. There's a missing gargoyle.
Alright. I guess we get to kill it.
Am I still hitting the wall or no?
Do it.
Did you see
Someone with a
gargoyle?
brain. Someone with a brain, am I still hitting the wall or no?
Do we see a gargoyle around the corner anywhere?
There's rubble. It appears to be a rubble of a stone gargoyle there on the ground near Prentice, about directly below where it was on the roof.
Looks like it fell
It
down.
appears it has fallen.
How many more gargoyles are up top?
There are 3. 3 on this side, and there's still 4 up on this side.
I bet that's what killed the professor.
I got a bad feeling about this. I'm not sure I want to hit the wall.
Gargoyles are falling down. You're safe.
There's nothing to fall on you this time. Now, if you were standing underneath one of the other ones, I could see you being scared.
I just for clarification's sake, I am not in the line of a falling gargoyle right now, am I?
Correct. The one that you're at has already fallen.
Alright, fuck it. YOLO, I'm hitting the wall.
Alright, you want me... Alright. So you smack the wall, roll damage.
I think he already rolled.
Alright.
Didn't
You bust up the runes pretty well by smacking them. You've disfigured them enough where they've broken up. And as you do this, the second gargoyle on the wall falls down and crashes behind you. Make me a will save, friend.
I think if it's a fear effect, he gets a +4.
Yeah. Was that your will save there? The 13?
Yes.
Alright. It startles you as it comes crashing down behind you, but you don't get scared. It's kind of a jump scare.
Just what I need. A heart attack.
Ah, you're fine.
Alright, I'll feel better about that. Prison?
Real quick before we go in, can I take a closer look at the area around where the ivy is? Like, what do we know about the area? That the ivy was cut back and then there's some glyphs on there, correct? Or no longer
Correct.
glyphs?
Yeah, now there's a kind of the remains of, some fractured glyphs that Prentice smashed up with his mate.
Okay, perception to see if there's anything else significant or interesting or whatever.
Okay, roll a perception check for. Not that you know of.
Okay.
I want to inspect the gargoyle that just fell down.
The one that just fell down? Okay.
Yep.
Roll a perception check. It's a very nice gargoyle. You can tell it's been made of a fine stone and carved by an expert artist. It's probably a good 100 years old gargoyle. Probably was put in whenever Harrowstone was built. It's now laying in 3 different pieces as it broke when it hit the ground.
You killed it before its prime.
Yeah, well, it's still got brothers and sisters up there.
Which we may want to take out as well.
Alright, you're going straight into the prison without exploring the rest of the grounds. Interesting. Alright. As you approach the door of the prison, Valrin, when you get up to the door, it's pretty much nighttime in terms of darkness level as you get to the door.
I can still see just
And
fine.
You open. I know, but I'm just telling
So,
you. It's
Okay, cool.
pretty much nighttime darkness as you get to the door.
Cool.
Alright, let me put y'all in the prison.
So,
Whoa, no, whoa, no, whoa. It got dark.
yeah.
Yep, It got dark as you reached the door.
As we got closer
Wait
and
a
closer to
minute.
prison.
Wait a minute. I'm not cool with that.
Welcome to my world.
That's kind of scary.
Let's just go inside and...
Are you sure? Because this got really dark. Like, forebodingly dark as you go closer inside.
I can see just fine. I
Sure
don't see
I'm
what
not
you're talking about.
Could there be more runes around the prison like the ones you just saw?
Wouldn't hurt to just open the door.
Okay. Show of hands. Who wants to go charge into the prison? Who wants to go look for other dangerous necromantic runes that might kill us if we don't destroy them?
I'm all in favor of a cautious approach, especially since what just happened.
Fine.
Okay. Prentice, you okay with that?
I would like to stay alive.
Right, as you start to step away, the sky begins to brighten. And by the time you get, out to about this area, it feels like it's daylighting.
How's my sense of time?
You feel it's probably about 3 o'clock in the afternoon once you make it out to the daylight. But it felt like pure nighttime whenever you went up to the door. So your sense of time is getting kind of wibbly wobbly.
Guys, stay together.
I take it you are actively searching for stuff, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay.
Did anyone
Detective
bother
or...
to see if the skeletons had any loot?
Nope, do they?
Are you looking?
Yes.
Why not?
Alright. Each skeleton has a very old and rusted scimitar.
Nope.
Nah.
Alright, so you walk around and you get around to this pond. This large pond of dark muddy water spreads out along the eastern section of the prison grounds. Here and there, bits of ruined wall protrude from the waters, and thick tangles of reeds and cattails grow along the muddy shore.
Do you see anything on the wall?
There's nothing on the wall.
Should we
There's
check
a
from the other
balcony
side?
up above you.
Can we reach it?
No, it is about probably 12 feet above you where the balcony actually is, like the level that you would stand on that balcony.
Hey, Bear,
You only got a grappling hook?
throw the oracle.
Fuck you.
Does anyone have a grappling hook?
I do actually.
Do you want to look up here or look around the other side first? Well, it makes sense to check the entire
Oh,
ground
we're
level
already here.
first. Let's check the entire outside first. We can go up and
Okay.
over. So we go around the other side. Actively looking for suspicious things.
Okay. I assume y'all are just taking a 10 on perception. Let's...
Yeah. Therefore, I have a +5 to that.
Okay.
Is there anything special about the tree?
It's A very nice tree, actually. It looked like it was a centerpiece of a display once, of a landscaping display. But the, holdings around it have fallen into ruin. Alright, as you turn this corner, you actually see a small path in front of you, Ash, that leads off in two directions. One leading to a stair up to the guard towers, and the other up onto another balcony.
A guard tower and a balcony. Want you to guard tower real quick?
Perception for the rubble, or no?
Nothing there. Zarkling, I'm gonna let you make an active perception check for me.
Damn.
Okay. So as you start to go up into this staircase, you kind of hear the scurrying of rats, and you kind of peek up and you see a large swarm of fairly large rats up there nesting in this guard tower. They do not seem to notice you at the moment.
Is that a rat king?
I mean,
No, it's just rats.
just rats.
Large rats or small rats?
They were fairly large rats, correct?
They're large for your normal like rat size, but they're not, big by any means.
Like house cat size or smaller?
Probably about football?
Classification wise, they're tiny, so yeah, they're probably a little bit smaller than a house cat. But house cat is.
I'll leave them be. Just vermin.
But they may have some treasures in their nest. Are they right next to me, or are they actually in the guard tower?
What's that?
Are they actually right next to me like it is now, or are they actually in the guard tower?
They're in the guard tower.
I'm trying to scare them off.
Alright, so you're gonna try to scare the rats away. Okay. So, how are you gonna try to scare them?
And start making some noise, hitting on the ground.
Alright, roll initiative. They're gonna come out and swarm you whenever you do that.
Swarm. Oh, great.
They were gonna peacefully let you be, then you had to try to scare them.
Well, rats.
And somewhere
See
the
what you did
sheriff
there.
face bomb. By the way, these are a swarm, so they will be using swarm mechanics.
Being.
Have the initiative, guys.
I guess I should explain swarm.
Massive flanking bonuses.
No, swarms are that you're thinking rat folk swarms. This is a different. This is mob type swarm. So a swarm generally means a collection of creatures that act as a single creature. They have a single initiative, single hit point, single armor class, and single saving throw. They have no clear front or back or discernible anatomy, so they're not subject to critical hits or flanking. They take half damage from slashing and piercing weapons. A swarm composed of fine or diminutive creatures is immune to all weapon damage. These are not fine or diminutive, they're tiny, so you're good. You can never stagger a swarm, and you break up a swarm by reducing its hit points to 0. They cannot be tripped, grappled, or bull rushed, but they cannot grapple an opponent. They do not make attack roll. Basically, they will do their damage on whoever, if they're in the same square as someone at the end of their, whenever they end their move, they do their damage. They possess distraction, which can mess with your concentration checks in trying to cast spells. They're also immune to spell effects that target a specific number of creatures, as swarm or min. Alright.
So they're all around fun to deal with.
Oh, they're great fun to deal with.
Yes.
My bad, guys.
Yeah. Now, because of are trying to scare a swarm of rats, you now fight a swarm of rats, which, you get to introduce the swarm mechanics.
And more XP.
Alright, Valerie.
As they say.
As they say.
Yep. A swarm also only takes half damage from piercing or slashing damage.
Yep. Okie dokie.
Well then, try to kill it.
Alright, Valorant, your first
My first attack
is a hit.
is a hit. For 5.
Okay, was that a kick, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then your claws will do half if they... your first claw, you swipe at them, and all the rats scurry out the way as you swipe at them.
Okay. Second claw. Damn it.
You swipe, and they scurry again, all of them completely avoiding your other claw. Alright. Valorant, the swarm is just going to move on top of you.
Yay!
And what's going to happen is you are going to take their damage. So it's 1d6 points. And you need to make a fort save for me.
Woo! Nah.
Alright, you're not going to contract the disease. Now you need to make me another fort save for distraction.
So I took 3 damage. And then...
Yep, but you still need to make me another fort save. You have to make 2 fort saves on these guys. Alright, so you did not contract filth fever, but you are going to become nauseous.
Great.
And what nauseated means is you are unable to attack, cast spells, concentrate on spells, or do anything else requiring attention. The only action you can do for the next round is to make a single move action.
Cool.
Alright. Zarkling, you are up.
I guess I'm gonna attack them.
Of course they attack the one that says
attacking
meow.
the swarm. Alright, you're going to hit. Alright.
For that.
You single out a single rat in this moving swarm as they kind of engulf Valrin, and you stab one of them with your rapier. And I guess you're going to make your second attack with your dagger as well, as you didn't move or anything.
Yep.
Alright. That will hit. But actually, you're... Oh, they're immune to crit, so okay. Alright, and yes, you single out another one, and you bring your new dagger down and stab it into the back of another rat.
I guess that's it. Well, actually, I am going to move.
You know, 5-foot step away. Alright, just leave your character. Okay, yeah. Aha! Just count this battle on as a 5-foot grid, by the way, just for the ease up.
And I'll be right back.
Alright.
God damn it, it's
Possible
wasted.
But yes, it's not a possible critical because you can't crit them. You're using the blunt arrow still, correct?
Yes.
Thank you for not
Alright, roll your
shooting me.
At least it's an auto hit.
It-
Ah!
So, Valrin, one of these rats is crawling across your face, and all of a sudden it's not on your face anymore as an arrow whizzes by and takes it off with it.
I figured, stop fucking shooting at me! Shoot at the rats! That was a little bit too close.
I did shoot at the rat. There's a smaller rat on top of its face. Sorry.
I'm part devil, not rat.
Same difference.
Ow. Ow.
You have a tail.
Yeah, well...
If I move there, I should be able to make an attack, right?
Yeah, you'll be able to make it.
Okay.
These are 5-foot squares as well.
Yep, I'm counting these as 5-foot for this battle for ease up.
And Prentice takes his mace and with 2 hands he swings for the swarm.
Alright, roll.
God!
You swing, and they just completely part ways. It's like the Red Sea as you swing down and hit the ground right near Valor.
Well, I tried.
Stop! Jesus.
Hell for.
Alright, I'll move and attack.
Alright. 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 So you're going to swing your sword at one of these rats and you almost collect it. But it basically kind of skims it and you do not.
Oof.
Alright, Valorant, you are
I'm back.
nauseated. The only thing you can do is a single move action. Welcome back.
I'm still on the thing, but
You're on the
tiles.
wall.
Yeah, but tiles.
Alright, so Valorant, you gotta run out of the swarm, meowing along the way as these
Yep.
rats are trying to cling on to you and falling off. Alright, the rats are going to swarm you now, Zar. And they're going to roll 1d6 and you'll need to make 2 fort saves for it.
Oh.
So you're going to take 5 points of damage. And make me 2 fort saves. Okay, first one's for the fever. Roll your second for nausea. So you're not going to get nauseated, but you are going to contract the filth fever. Alright.
Fever.